Hi again. So, sorry I didn't get to do one yesterday. Um, I came home from a pretty busy day yesterday and I was really tired, so I pretty much crashed. Um, but yesterday was pretty busy. I woke up and I went out with my father. Um, we just kind of walked around. We went and walked around City Hall and just walked around everywhere around in that area. And then I felt like the little daughter following around her dad on a work day. And he kept going to all these different places. I had no idea where we were, but he kept having to get papers, and he was saying to me that he was having to get things signed for factories building, or I don't know, something like that. And so then he had a business meeting, so I met up with my friend Christina and Alan and some of the really cool people they've met at Korut. I met up with them in Myeongdong, and we were just kind of looking around there for a while. We went on a long walk around the city and eventually ended up in Insadong and walked around there for quite a while. And then after all that, they left and I met up with my friend Allie at the Starbucks in Insadong. And it's kind of a cool fact, but you can tell it's a Starbucks, but it's all written in Korean. And it is the very first Starbucks to be written in a different language, which I thought was kind of cool. So then I met up with Allie. We went and walked around and ended up going to Burger King. I had already ate, so I was pretty full. But she lent me her cell phone, and I just have to go into an SK Telecom place, and it's like a prepaid type thing, and I'll just put on minutes whenever I need to. So after all of that, being in the sun and the heat, I was pretty tired, so I just came home and pretty much just walked over to the bed and crashed. I was really tired. I slept in today. Today's the 25th, and got up around 11 o'clock in the morning. But I was really tired, so it felt good to sleep in. So then my father came to my place and said that we were going to visit my grandma, which was really cool. Originally, I was supposed to stay at her house, but she had an accident and hurt her back, so she's been having to go back and forth to the hospital, and that's why I'm staying at this guest house in Itaewon. So he came and got me, and we took a taxi to Seoul Station, which is gigantic, and then we took an express bus out to Incheon to go see my grandmother. This was the first time ever meeting my grandmother, so it was pretty scary. We had to do a lot of walking. I guess they're doing a lot of renovation to the city, so they're changing stuff out, and there's tons of construction everywhere. So right now she's staying in this apartment. I guess my father's brother, so my uncle, put her in this apartment for the time being, and then when it's done, then she'll move back into a house. Walked in and she's very cute. She looks like my dad. She's got the little grandma perm. She doesn't speak any English, so I have no idea what she was saying to me, but my dad said that she kept looking at me saying that I look like my mother, and I'm short like my mother. And she automatically got up and started cooking, so we sat on the ground with a little table on the ground and ate Korean food. And she kept telling me to eat more rice, which I like rice, but I can't eat a ton of it. So, yeah, I was getting pretty full. Anyways, my father was saying that my grandfather was in the U.S. Army, and when he got out, he had quite a bit of money, so they bought a lot of land in Incheon. So they've just kind of always been there. And so then we left her house because she was feeling pretty tired. I tried to take pictures of her, but she said to do it a different time because she didn't look good. She was just kind of in her, like, around the house stuff. So we left her place and got on a bus and then got on a subway to go to the Gimpo airport area. My father had another business meeting there, so I just walked around the Lotte department store shopping, which I was okay with. So then after his business meeting, we met up, and then we went to Dongdaemun, and he was talking to my younger brother, Jun, which I have a sister right below me, and then there's him, and he was talking to him on the phone, and then he handed me the phone, and I talked to my brother for the first time. He's really upbeat, really nice, really strong Australian accent, so it's pretty cool, but funny to imagine that there's this really tall Korean guy with this Australian accent. Anyways, he was saying that he's coming to Korea in 2 years, and that it'd be really cool if I could come back then too, and he's gonna try to talk to our sister about coming, so it could be kind of like a little family event, which would be really awesome. So after that, we just kind of walked around, and my dad bought me and Mireille I Love Korea t-shirts, and he bought her some headbands and stuff. And he wanted to eat dinner, which I wasn't really hungry. The heat suppresses my hunger quite a bit, and all I want to do is just drink. But I knew that he'd get mad if I didn't go eat something, so we stopped at this little place called Pomato. It's like Pomato, so I don't know if they were trying to say it was tomato, but it ended up being Pomato. It was really cool, just a small little joint, really inexpensive. We ate kimbap and tteokbokki, so that was awesome. And then we took a taxi and came back to my house, and was kind of showing me his company on the tablet, and we just talked a little bit. So that has been my busy day. I was supposed to meet up with a couple people in Sinchon tonight, but I am just completely exhausted and still emotionally drained. I still haven't cried yet, so I know at some point I'll probably crack and just start sobbing. It'll probably be at some inappropriate time, or something stupid will set it off. It's been a lot to take in. It is really funny to see my own blood and different features that I have that are similar to them. But yeah, according to my dad as well, I have my mother's eyes, because I guess she had some large eyes for Korean. Yeah, it's definitely been something you imagine for like your whole life, and now it's actually happening, so it's definitely a lot to take in. Sometimes I almost think it's like a dream. But yeah, it's a lot of walking in the heat, but I just definitely think that the emotion overload has made me a lot more tired than I probably would be. I really miss everyone at home. It's definitely a crazy experience this time, and I will get back to you tomorrow.